What is going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How we doing? Good morning. Good morning. Did you guys take any trades today or what? Any trades today? I'm a big fat zero on the day right now. Big fat zero. Not a zip for me. Not a zip. Put this in my Discord. Say that we're live. Recapping price action today live on YouTube. Okay. Today was weird. Am I right? Today was weird. God. We also have, keep in mind, everybody, 3 o'clock, Trump speaks in the Oval Office. So shit could get dicey. So be careful. If you're looking for taking trades, I highly advise you to sit on your hands. I would wait and not really do anything today. We're not getting anything of like really substance. The only thing that I was looking at today that I missed my trade and my execution by a point was this morning. I did I looked for an execution on ES from this 4-hour gap. Before we even get into that, I'm gonna replay price before we even had like the 6 a.m. 4-hour candle, because I want to talk about if you haven't watched my YouTube video, go watch that because it's very, very valuable and it'll help you a lot. All right. So today's trading day was a range within a range, primarily for NQ and ES. Obviously, obviously, ES and NQ have yet to take out that Friday high. So we're within this. And now moving into the New York AM session, we were within the previous 10 a.m. 4-hour candle. And we didn't have anything of value. Like we already took out the high from Friday on the Dow Jones, but we were also within the previous 10 a.m. 4-hour candle too on YM. So when I saw this going into the day, I was like, all right, this doesn't, I'm automatically thinking to myself, I'm not doing anything until 10 o'clock. So I literally had the 4-hour chart opened up from 9:30 or when I got on at 9:15 until 10 o'clock just to see what chart is going to run one side of the range. So when I'm going to skip this next 4-hour candle, skip it to here. We ran the 4-hour high on NASDAQ. We failed to do so on ES and the Dow Jones. But with this next 4-hour candle close that left behind what? That left behind this 4-hour bullish fair value gap here. Left behind this 4-hour bullish fair value gap here. So in my eyes, I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see what happens now. If price trades into this 4-hour bullish fair value gap at 10 o'clock, what can price potentially do next? What could we do inside of this range? We didn't have a 4-hour gap on the Dow Jones. That's fine. So I went from here and dropped to the 15-minute chart. and look to see what was going on next. We did have an SMT running the Asia lows though. Actually, I'm gonna bring this down to the 15. So if we go here, replay a little bit more to 10 o'clock. So this was the 10 o'clock open right there. 10 o'clock open, traded down lower. Actually, replay one more time. This is before 10 o'clock. We have absolutely nothing that we could possibly work with here, right? The only thing that was actually like you could have done something with was a Dow Jones short. And a Dow Jones short down to where? Asia lows right here. Like that would have been the only thing that you could have done with the 945 candle sweeping out this high here. We had SMT above here like this, and then shorting down to these lows right there. That would have been like the only thing. But even if you wanted to take that, look at the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart looked like dog shit. The 3-minute chart also didn't look good whatsoever. And the 1-minute chart also looked horrendous on all three. Today was like a day that I just didn't care to do anything unless it was so fucking obvious. So I had the Asia lows marked off. I had a strong feeling that we were going to run them on the Dow Jones because of how we had this heaviness and this weight from this short-term high run, created the intermediate term high, and then price displacing lower most likely. 10 o'clock comes in, 10 o'clock drops lower, takes out the Asia lows, and we tag the 4-hour bullish fair value gap on NASDAQ, tag the 4-hour bullish fair value gap on the S&P 500. So at this point in time, what did I have? We had an SMT like at the lows here, like all of these lows, SMT, because we had the Dow Jones run Asia lows, SMT there. And then I also look at this low here. This low here was a lower low on the S&P 500. And this low here was a higher low on the NASDAQ. So we had more, like NASDAQ was showing strength compared to all three of the assets. But now, like, okay, what will price do from this 4-hour gap? Are we going to respect it? Are we going to trade off lower still, target these session lows? Like, what could price possibly do here? The only thing that I wanted to do that I tried to take, but my execution missed by literally 1 point, was this. So we had this short-term low here, swept it by this down close candle at 10 o'clock key time. So in my mind, if we're bullish, we have the SMT here, we have an SMT here. I wanted to take this candle compared to NASDAQ running this one here. Why am I doing that? Because of the body outweighing the size of the wick. As to NASDAQ, the wicks are like the relative same size of the body of this down close candle that ran the short-term low. So I wanted to go into a position on S&P 500 if we closed above this down close candle from 10 o'clock within the 4-hour bullish fair value gap. So I wanted this to close above, give me my order block, and then go like boom, 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 target higher prices. The Dow Jones would have also been not bad because it also was the a nice size candle for a down close that also had SMT at the lows, but I'd rather take S&P 500 because it was delivering off of a 4-hour bullish fair value gap. So I would have wanted to do this, and my entry would have been here with my stop loss at the low, simply targeting a 1 to 2 risk to reward, just like that. And the next 15-minute candle closed like this, like great closure. Wasn't too big of a size of a wick there. The Dow Jones didn't confirm it just yet, but we confirmed it on NQ and ES. So I had limits in right at that order block's opening price. I had it right there. And I had stipulations. I was like, all right, guys, in my Discord, if price on this next 15-minute candle, if we take out this short-term high here, or if we take out this short-term high here before getting an entry, so if price opens up and just runs that high like that, I will cancel my limits and not get into the trade because I don't want price to expand away from my execution far and clearing short-term highs or buy side liquidity above and then get me in, because that gives me the intention that price is just going to run the highs to then run the lows again. And I don't want that. For my way of execution, I want to be in on like that next candle, like almost like immediate tag. Open up, tag me in, go. But unfortunately, the next 15-minute candle did exactly what I didn't want it to do. It opened up. It just missed my entry by 1 point. Like I think I got, what was it? 1? Yeah, 1 point. So I got edged by a point. Price ran to the highs that I wanted. And then after that, I canceled the limits here. And I think price is actually, it came right back down to I didn't even notice this, came right back down to where I wanted to get in originally. And now it's bouncing from my POI. But I canceled my limits. I didn't want to take the trade or the risk. The Dow Jones is also respecting my order block as well, pretty nicely. Just I would have wanted price to come down at that next 15-minute candle, tag me in and then go, rather than taking out the high and then tagging me in and then going. But that was my day. Does that make sense to y'all? What did you guys do? Any trades? You like my time frame from higher time frame analysis to lower time frame trade? I keep it very simple. I do think that if we were to expand from here, we're delivering off of that 4-hour gap. It would only make sense that we go to that 10 a.m. high from Wednesday, previous daily high. You know? I would expect us to go here. But this is currently how structure looks. You're long on YM. Short after previous daily high sweep on NQ 15-minute CST. Oh, you took this short? That was a nerve wrap. That was not. I wouldn't have taken that, primarily because you're shorting into a bullish PD rate, an unmitigated one too, to top it off. Today was not the best day, like honestly. Like I literally don't even care about today whatsoever because of how we're moving. See how price is moving so slow? We're failing to really displace with like aggression and create fair value gaps. Like we haven't created a fair value gap on the 15-minute chart since pre-open. The market's clearly waiting for something. Am I right? The only way I would have gotten into something today was if I got my tag of the 15-minute order block from 10:30. That would have been it. That would have been the only way that I would have gotten it. I mean, I don't have an entry model idea right here. GuardianTV is what I stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's Blue Guardian Futures streaming on YouTube, or their YouTube stream service, where me and Day Trading Ralph live stream our trading and education. every week. It would only be okay to long ES if, well, actually, I personally think so, yeah. But again, let's say I got into this trade here and like I was in from this order block or whatever. Let's say price tagged me in like this. I looked for a 1 to 2. And let me go here. Let's make that wick. Let's say I was in there. Tag me in like that. The second that price runs that 15-minute external high, boom, break even. That would have been me. I would have immediately went break even at the run of that high. Ralph is like one of my best friends, bro. Of course. But immediately I would have done that, and then price would have stopped me break even. So I would have been out of the trade regardless, even if I got in. I would have been dusted. But my analysis looks the same every single time. All I'm looking for is fair value gaps to frame my trades off of, and then I'm looking for a, what's it called? And then I'm looking for a 15-minute or a 5-minute change in save delivery. I wouldn't, it's not, I mean, I guess it's SMC, but it's just, this is all ICT concepts. Again, I will say that today was not anything that I'm going to dwell on. We caught a banger yesterday, so I didn't really care too much about today. Just very weird how slow price is moving right now. And when a 15-minute chart is damn near a barcode, that's never a good sign. But it's still cool to see that my model works even in shitty ass price conditions. Internal range liquidity pool, tag the order block, energetic displacement after. And people say that my order block isn't a real order block, which is crazy. I find that hilarious. So did you guys if type 1 in the chat if you took a trade today, type 2 in the chat if you didn't. What's up, OJ? It's kind of mixed. Between the people that did take something and didn't. No. So my confirmation of my order block is price closing above the down close candle. Like, see this specific one at 10 o'clock? This is an important candle here. Why? Because it does a couple things. One, this is the 15-minute candle that opens up the new 4-hour candle. 2, it runs a liquidity pool, a short-term low. 3, it runs a liquidity pool and a short-term low inside of a aligned higher time frame key level, the 4-hour bullish fair value gap. That is why this is a high probability order block, while at the same time it has SMT at the lows. So when we close above that candle's opening price and we trade back into it, that is my entry. And that's my confirmation. Like when we close above its opening price, I know that this should be protected and price should expand from there, whether it tags the opening price or it doesn't. Because as you can see, once we closed above it, what did price do right after? It expanded right into a buy side liquidity pool objective right here. Now, that's why after when price took out that external high, this 15-minute swing high, I canceled my limit because I would have wanted to be in the trade right at that next 10:30 15-minute candle right there. I would have wanted to be in there like that. But since we already took out that high, I didn't want to take it. Same thing with Dow Jones. Same sort of situation too. Asia lows, 4-hour swing low, 4-hour run of an external low here. This is just a B-rated forever model setup. The same thing. The 10 a.m. candle, it does what? It runs the 4-hour external lows and it runs Asia session lows. Once price closes above that down close candle that did those two important key things, we trade back into that down close candle, and you can see how price is respecting that opening price. It's respecting the body. We are supporting price from that point, and then we are going. Like we literally don't close above it at 10:15. We close above it at 10:30. 10:45. Instead of just expanding higher since we just placed here, we came right back, tagged that opening price, and then pushed back up higher. And took out the external high. Yeah, of course I'm tight with him. MMXM is also like one of my closest friends. Because there's no internal range of liquidity pool. When I frame trades from fair value gaps or IRL, that's A or A plus. If it's external lows or external highs, that's B or B plus. I have no bias right now. You could be short, you could be long. You got it. I really wasn't like, I was kind of neutral going into the day. Like I would have favored shorts if the 15-minute structure was better. Like I definitely would have favored shorts. Why? Because of the SMT here at the highs. Like, do I know what is going to happen next in price from this point on? No, because Trump is speaking at 3:00 and it's late in the session, and I don't really want to be on side of a move right now when we've just been barcoding for the past hour and a half, 2 hours. You know? We could really do whatever from this point on. It won't really affect me because I just know I'm literally looking at huge wicks and small bodies. So I don't care to be part of conditions like this when overall we're just within a big range. Whatever happens from here. I would definitely prefer lower prices, but we'll just have to wait and see. I feel like the market's waiting for Trump to say something. I'm happy to hear that, my friend. Happy to hear that. I know this day killed a lot of people. The open was weird. Has anybody implemented, like when I told you guys on live, I was like, wait for the first 15-minute candle to print, and then you'll have an idea if you can execute before or after 10 o'clock? Has anybody been like dabbling with that? Because if you did that today, you would have been chilling. 15-minute chart really does the best work. No one can tell me otherwise. Literally no one. Today's a day where it's going to test your patience. Like, you shouldn't be looking at this chart and being like, damn, I really want to be fucking in something right now. Because when you look at it from a different picture, 4-hour hourly chart, all price is doing right now is in one big range. And that won't affect you when you understand that. There is an SMT at the 4-hour candle highs. Kind of like this. But everything on the lower time frame is booty. Everything lower time frame is dog. This is nasty. Matt, Ian Ka, what? What up, yo? Breaker block, right? Exactly. Exactly. Just don't be stupid in conditions like this. Seriously. I want to stand up. We're getting a bleed down, kind of. I think that the Dow Jones will run to 46, 236. These lows here. If you already took 2 losses today, get off the charts right now. Well, Luke, I think that the best way, at least in regards to understanding and reading this price action, is understanding what we're doing from a higher time frame and making sure that like your headspace is tied in with that, so you don't get stressed out looking at a lower time frame perspective. Like, the more you stay, or the more time frames you drop, the more stressed out you're going to get. And that's how I came to the conclusion that I don't have the mental capacity to look even or even try and trade between 1 and the 5-minute chart. I started even looking at only the 15-minute, and only looking at the 15-minute chart and trading this as of recently has been a lot more calm to me. And just all of this and how we've been moving, this is the last thing that I'm going to assume in my head that is high probability. The only thing that was high probability yesterday was shorts, because I waited from a 15-minute perspective and we all caught it live together. Like literally before the open, 15-minute chart was nothing. Price manipulated higher. We had a clean V, upside down V here that dropped and distributed. What are we doing today? We are not doing anything close to what we did yesterday. We are literally doing nothing. We are chopping left and right. I took that loss yesterday too. I took a loss and then I took a win. A loss and then a win. Can I go up a little bit here? Yeah, as of right, I'm literally looking at this. This is like a price has got the megaphone pattern. I promise you, the more time frames that you go up, the more you'll be like, what am I looking at and why am I trading this? Look at the hourly chart since we've had the open of the day. The hourly chart has literally been just outside candle, outside candle, outside candle. Like we just have been dookie time. I just switched bias like that, like my play. I mean, Luke, if you find yourself switching biases back and forth in a singular day, that should just be a sign for you just not to trade that day. I'm going to be real with you. If you find yourself literally just flip-flopping back and forth, that's just the market saying, get the fuck out and walk away. When I say right now that I should be able to look at the chart within the span of 10 to 15 seconds and understand what price should do. If it's not like almost immediate that I don't really know what price wants to do or where it's going to go, I'm waiting until I get further data. AKA I'll wait until, like, if I'm coming onto my stream at 9:15 and I have nothing clear, I'm waiting until 10. Always. If it's not screaming at you on the charts, you should not be doing anything. Especially if you're flip-flopping back and forth between biases. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. You're going to get smoked. And I think that the market is just waiting for Trump at 3. Trump says something at the Oval Office at 3 o'clock, and that's when the market will probably move and take out some sort of range. Yeah, the key is switch bias every 30 seconds. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah. What? I haven't looked at foreign currencies in a while since we ran these lows. We hit all of our targets, but these are relative equals. Let me remove all these shit. Oh my God. I would hate to be a foreign exchange trader. Oh my God. This is horrendous. This is why I left forex. This is so fucking ugly. I don't know. EU going to the flat weekly high, like maybe. These are relative equal lows on euro. Like I can't. The only thing that I see right now is this flat body open on the weekly, and then the daily. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing stands out to me on this at all. I have no idea. I'm sorry, but forex is trash. Forex is trash, and indices blow them out the water. Blow them out the water. Gold is just going to 5,000. Like gold is just. This is my advice with gold. Just buy the daily open every day. Buy the daily open with a big stop loss, and you'll win. Target 10 to 15 points after the daily open comes in, and then you'll hit. Gold's just running and not going to stop. Gold is an absolute rocket ship. Hold on, guys. Let me get a water bottle. I'll be right back. The giveaway is always at the end, bro. Giveaway is always at the end. Oh, man, this is crazy. Do you guys like only come in here for the giveaways? Like, and I feel like the people that win the giveaways are the ones that actually are here to learn, not for the ones that are only here for the giveaway. Tariffs and low rates been pushing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Asia said. Bingo, 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 bingo. I kind of want Trump to nuke the market, and I want him to say something that just sends this thing to zero. Netflix stock is closed. What? I don't know. It doesn't look closed to me. Ooh, we're getting a nice little sell-off here. If we close like with night's displacement, maybe price on NQ could run the Asia lows. It's looking like we're going to get that. ES too. That SMT at that high is holding. You finally understand why forex is trash. There you go. Your eyes are opening. What can change the direction of gold? I mean, the fundamentals, like fucking. Actually, I have no idea, if I'm being honest with you. I don't even know why you're asking me that question. I don't know that back end stuff. Like, does interest rates affect gold? Inflation? I have no idea. I just know that gold going up should be indices going down. If gold goes higher, indices should be bearish. That's what I know. That is what I know. My meal plan. So I go to this place. It's called Kenny's Meals, and I have meal preps for breakfast, and it's like eggs, potatoes, and bacon, and it's like 40 gram. Like I have my breakfast is always 40 grams of protein, and then I'll have my peanut butter sourdough toast. I'll have that like roughly an hour or so before the gym. And then I will go to the gym. After that, I'll go to either Whole Foods or someplace to get like some nice like grass fed like steak. I'll come back, I'll cook steak, or I'll have like chicken, but I'll make sure that my post workout meal is in the range of like 50 to 50, between like 50 to 60 grams of protein. And then I'll have a protein shake right after that meal. So I'll have a hit of like 80 to 90 grams of protein for my post workout meal. And then dinner will be something else that I cook, whether it is like either ground beef, ground turkey, or chicken. And that'll also be between the range of 50 to 60 grams of protein. So I'm making sure that I'm in the range of like 170 to 180 grams of protein in a day. And I won't eat past 8 o'clock. I'm going to post my shoulder workout on Instagram today. And if you guys find yourself being stuck on the charts or like sitting and watching price from the opening of the session to the close of the day, you're literally just sacrificing being you worked a 9 to 5 and then you're a 9 to 5 slave to the market. Should be finding yourself to occupy your time in some other way. Like 100%. Make sure you have a good routine. Every single trader should also be focusing on their health. And if they're not, and you know and your trader, the person that you're following, like looks like shit, that should tell something to you about them. They don't take care of themselves. So why would they take care of themselves and their routine as to how they structure themselves executing the market? Be completely honest with you. You want to hear something funny? I haven't read a book since Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. And I still make a shit ton of money. I think that we're going to run Asia lows. I think that Asia lows should come in. Probably on ES. Super late move. We're also still like, we're not really moving like fast. The 5 minutes, the 5 minute chart kind of cleared up a little bit. Like we actually like are moving away, creating fair value gaps, which is nice. 15-minute chart doesn't look too bad. We left behind a 15-minute fair value gap up here. We created a 15-minute breaker as well. It's looking like price could sell off pretty clean. I do like the Asia lows. And I think that we're going to get that on ES. Like tonight, what I've been doing is after like when I get done my whole routine and everything, I'll go to the gym a second time, but like go there just to sauna or steam room. And I'll be in the sauna for like 15 to 20 minutes. Nick is a friend, not a family member. Am I in a trade right now? No. I'm not in anything right now. If I was in something, you would have heard order filled. But no. I'm just tape reading, watching price, where I'm just telling you guys where I think it's going to go. I'm not engaging today, guys. I already said this. I'm just telling you where I think price is going to go. If you're switching to futures as of today, pick up a Blue Guardian futures account. They're 60% off. It's the best sale that they have right now on futures accounts. Gideon, drop the code. Or you could just use code SNIPER. They're 60% off. I do. I do use PSPs. I just don't teach it. We are moving very slow today. Right now, because of shutdown, only break-even weeks hopefully end so far. Hey, break-even is better than red. You took a loss on 4-hour to 15-minute before price started dropping. What, like the long? Like, did you try longing the 15-minute? How would I describe the market in 3 words? Boring, freedom, and money. Use code YouTube. Use code YouTube. It's on the overlay here. YouTube. Code YouTube gets you 60% off. Oh man. Boring money freedom. But you know that once trading gets boring, that's why you know you found something that works. You know? If trading is exciting to you every day, I don't think that you're making money. Yes, he does, Nico. A lot of no being. Journal, man, you are real at this. Appreciate that. How can we only trade our setup? You have to have discipline. Like, how can we force ourselves to wait for our setup? You're not disciplined, and you don't know what you're looking for every day. I taught my brother one-on-one, and he passed his first evaluation account within the span of like a month without knowing anything about the market. But that was because I looked over his shoulder and I managed every single thing that he did. So he had the benefit of being with me. He had the benefit of being with me. Oh, use that code. Use code FALL for the stream promo. No, I do one-on-ones. But that's like more so private. I don't really advertise that. Like, I don't really put that anywhere. Okay. Looking like we're going to get that drop. We should be getting that drop on ES here. A mentor is really somebody that just holds you accountable in your trading, not to teach you new things, but just to make sure you're not making stupid mistakes behind closed doors. My bias on YM is if we end up I still think that we get a sell-off. I think that the Dow Jones comes down to here. Or at least minimum 46,394. Can I check oil? Yeah. What is this thing doing? Oil. Nothing of value that I could see. Oil was a good short when we had the SMT of this daily high here from this daily internal range liquidity pool. Like that. Targeting this low, but after running that low, we've just consolidated and moved slow. So that was really the only day for a short was Tuesday. That was really about it. And that short was Asia into London. Since then, it's been doing nothing. Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin goes lower, and I think that ETH goes lower as well. I'm looking to target this monthly gap on ETH. Bitcoin's been moving super slow, but the daily is delivering from a daily internal range liquidity pool to potentially this external low here. Same thing with ETH, delivering from this daily internal range liquidity pool to this external low that also is practically relative equal lows at that monthly bullish fair value gap here. Oh, there's Asia lows on ES there. NQ should follow suit and go down. Oh shoot, we gotta do the giveaway. Forgot. All right. Giveaway. Completely forgot about this. All right, the word for the giveaway. The word for the giveaway. All right, I got it. I'm going to announce it in 10 seconds in the YouTube chat. It is a workout. And that's the hint. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The first two people that type out the words lateral raises. Lateral raises. Boom, boom. Got it. You guys typed out workout. Pino and Mikel. Where are you guys? Mikel and Pino. There you guys are. That was fast. I'm surprised you guys got that spelling right. Lateral raises. For those two, open up a ticket in the Blue Guardians Futures Discord, and you will get taken care of. You get your accounts. For everybody else, watch to see if NQ. I think that we're going to be taking out these lows here at Asia. Here, we might take out these lows from the Dow Jones as well at 46,236. We're getting a nice, like, not too fast of a delivery, but we're melting. But I think that Asia lows are going to get swept. Who knows? We might get the lows from that 4-hour range low as well. But this was so far a good trading week. Caught a great banger yesterday. Solid move. Set us up with a great cushion for the whole week. We're secured literally over 3R, and I'm happy. I'm happy with the week. And Trump speaks at 3. So be cautious for that and make sure you're not in a position while that's happening. Last thing you want to do is be in a position Trump says some crazy shit and then next thing you know you lose your account. So be careful. And if you guys are confused about daily bias and you want to like understand it more better and understand how I use it, watch my last YouTube video that I put on my page. It will literally change your trading and it will be the last trading video, last trading educational video you'll ever need to watch. So watch that video after this stream and I promise you it'll help so much. But take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Good luck, good trading tomorrow. And I'll talk to you guys all next week. Be safe, everyone. Take care.